to have music in the church. But you know what else is so good, Sister Mosley? Is that you can have your immediate family, but if you don't have an immediate family, you can have a church family. Mother Ross, you my family. Sister Ellis, you my family. Sister Robinson, you my family. And Jones, even if you wouldn't be my family, somebody would be my family. The family consists of a father, a mother, a son, a daughter. But some families don't have that. That's right. So you got to get with what you got. And you guys is all I got. I know that ain't good language, but you guys are all I got. I was married for 34 years. And my better part said it was enough. I just have to tell it. I want to be transparent. Let you know that I have the same feelings that you have.
That's right.
Yes.
I have the same heartfelt desires to be loved. Just because I stand here don't make me no better than you. I just took an oath, a pledge, a contract with God saying, Lord, if you bring me out of this situation, I will serve you for the rest of my life. See, I was looking at 31 years in the state penitentiary for something that I know that I didn't do. But yet, I had to go through the judicial process. And we won. We won. And the 31 years that I was going to do for the other partner, I'm doing it for Christ. And guess what? I've been doing it for 33 years. So Mosley, I've been preaching since I ain't gonna tell you.
Yeah, good.
But
We
we got 31.
almost got it good.
How many years? 31. I'm going to bring up a good friend of mine. A good friend of mine. And he has been nothing but a ball of wisdom. The brother is a walking encyclopedia, a walking black dictionary, a walking black man that wants you to know that being black is all right. Because sometimes we get stereotypical about being black. We think don't nobody love us, don't nobody care about us. But this brother always speaks positiveness about blackness and how we can be in unity with one another. And he wants to come share something from his heart. And I just want you to just raise your hand and receive Brother David Mosley. Let's give him a good hand. Come on, we can do better than that. We can do better than that. Let's upgrade. Let's upgrade. Let's upgrade. Oh, come on now, let's upgrade. Come on now, come on now, come on now, let's upgrade. Upgrade. Amen.
You know, one good thing. I always have three things that any lecture or presentation I give, I have three things that let me know if I was successful. And one of them is can we stand, I want my audience to be able to stand naked before a mirror. Right? That's a psychological thing.
Yeah.
Because when you take all your clothes off, that means you have trust and you overcome shame.
Right. That's right.
That's a physical thing we should do in the mirror, and it's also a thing psychologically we should be able to do with ourselves first.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Right.
Now, my mama birthed me. Sister Bert helped raise me. Sister Ross helped raise me. So it's certain kind of things that I already know I can't cover up when I'm with them, right? So I'm already partially exposed.
Right.
But then there's another part of myself that I hide or try to hide and keep to myself. But when I truly feel comfortable, I reveal that part of myself. And I have to trust they won't molest me. But you can't do that with people that you don't fully trust.
That's right.
Because they'll take advantage of it. They'll mess over you. There's some people who've been married 4, 5, 6, 12 years and they ain't fully revealed themselves to their spouse because they don't know if they can fully trust them in that way. Another one is be willing to see ourselves in the light of truth. And just because you stand naked before a mirror don't mean you're going to be honest about what you're looking at.
I don't see that.
You looking at 500 pounds and saying it's 155, right? The stripes ain't going to fix that. All right. And then accept divine personal responsibility for our situation and our reactions to it. All right. So now we might not have caused our problems, but we have to take responsibility for solving them, right? So people have done things to us. We were born into a world that have problems. But it's up to us to solve our problems if we want them to be solved.
Right. It's okay to have a problem just there is a problem and there's a solution.
There you go, right. And then you have to say, am I willing to put the energy in to get the solution? Because sometimes I'm not willing to put the energy in for the solution. So one of the issues that we have in our community and communities is an issue with water. One thing, we don't always have clean water. And we don't know how to take the water we have and make it cleaner. Right? That's one of the issues. Another thing, we don't drink enough water. We don't drink enough water. And then we don't really fully value water. Because water is not only what goes on our body to help keep us clean, it also goes in our body to help keep us clean and hydrated.
Yes.
But it also goes in another way, where you have to figure out how much you're going to waste and how much you're going to keep.
Right.
Because your body is composed by 3/4 of water.
Yes. 75%.
That's right. That's right. And if you don't fill your body up with what your body is composed of, then it's hard for us to stay healthy. So in this bottle, I have some lemons. These lemons help to alkaline my water. Sometimes I can use baking soda to do the same thing, or cucumbers to do the same thing. Why am I focused on something simple as water? Because the water is the thing that's easier to control than the medicine. The water is easier to control than your craving for donuts. The water is easier to control than your craving for cakes, cookies, snacks, ice cream. And you know, right down the street, we got a fellowship at this church that's called by a name that I don't like to say, called a picnic, because I know what it means. But nonetheless, we got a church actual gathering, a fellowship, a family and fun, where we're going to be pigging out.
That's right.
And we're going to have all kinds of food that really don't even go together.
Right.
Tastes great. Ice cream, watermelon, and nachos with extra cheese and jalapeno. That's a hot day. That's a hot mess. But it's good, but it tastes wonderful. And I'm not here to try to be the food police or the health police on anyone. I don't believe in that. But we should have at least the option to make better choices on a daily basis. When we have celebrations, when we have feasts, when we get around family we haven't seen in a long time, when we go on vacation, then it makes some sense to get up off your regimen and enjoy yourself in a slightly different way.
Right.
But that shouldn't be how we conduct ourselves every single day. So fried chicken used to be once a week, once a month. Now fried chicken is every day. And we don't grow the chicken. But we can drink the water. We got hamburgers. If we're in California, the land of the hamburger. And then with the hamburger comes what?
French fries.
Cheese, French fries. What else comes with a hamburger? Huh? Yes, sir. What comes with a hamburger? Yes, sir.
Tomatoes.
Lettuce coming to, yeah, you get one slice of lettuce. What else? What else comes with a hamburger? Anybody? Huh? Tomatoes, yes. What else?
Chili.
Pickles, yes. Mustard, mayonnaise.
Chili.
Get the fat.
That's right. We got a lot of stuff on that hamburger, right? Now, what if you found out that the hamburger wasn't beef?
Right.
I know.
What if it, because they have something called a soy filler.
Uh-huh.
All right, a soy filler. And soy has estrogen. So you can get too much estrogen if you eat too much estrogen. And they got sugar in all your food. You can't control what they put in McDonald's food. You can't control what they put on McDonald's fries, but you can drink your water. And if you drink enough water, it's just like your body is a sewer, and you can flush out the excess toxins and waste. And if you run enough water through your system regularly, then we give ourselves the opportunity to enjoy optimum health and wellness.
Yes.
Now, we might not achieve it because we're on what we call the standard American diet, which is sand. But what we can do is drink more water on a regular basis, beginning with 32 ounces every morning. When we first wake up in the morning, you should have some water by your bed. The water should be by your bed at night.
That's right.
So at night, you just take the water in any container you so choose. Glass is better than plastic, but plastic is better than an open container. Put the water by your bed. Now, I would say get some cucumbers, get some limes, get some lemon, maybe put a little baking soda. I would say, or get the machine, the can-get machine, or you might even want to buy the water that actually has the alkaline ability. But either way, you take that water, put it by your bed at night. So before you go to bed, put your bed. If you want to have certain kind of dreams, this is for you magic people. You can take a bowl of water and put the bowl of water under your bed. Now y'all ain't ready for all that. That's some stuff.
Go ahead.
That's what if you want to have certain kind of dreams. Yeah, no, that's real now. Now y'all don't know. There's some people that want to talk to you. That you can talk to. And they will come back and talk to you. Now they ain't nowhere else, but they already in here anyway. Well, I'm just taking y'all back to something else. We call that dealing with the black pot. Some places you can go, and you'd be surprised now. Some of our major preachers who started major movements like the Church of Christ Holiness and the Church of Christ, Church of God in Christ, you'd be surprised if you found out that where they come from in that Louisiana area, you might learn something else about what they were doing too. Now they used to call our people root men or root women, and they would typically buy the water.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they did.
And we brought some stuff with us, and we kept some stuff, and we put that in this. And we do it now and don't even know what we're doing. I don't want to scare you off. So let me just stick with the water. So you take the 32 ounces of water, put it by your bed before you go to bed. It'll be at room temperature when you wake up. Room temperature might be cold, room temperature might be warm, but it's going to be at the same temperature your body's going to be at for the most part. Better for you in that. And you take the water, and when you first wake up in the morning, you're either going to use the restroom, you're going to pray, you're going to stretch. Right in that same time period is when you want to drink your 32 ounces of water. Now, when you first start, you ain't going to be able to drink all 32 ounces. But when you get used to it, you better drink 32 ounces. The first thing you want to do in the morning, drink your 32 ounces of water. After you start on your day, hopefully you stretch, hopefully you meditate, hopefully you pray. You might get a little exercise in. You can just keep some water with you so you can make sure you drink it. Now, I'm not going to tell you not to drink no Kool-Aid. I'm going to tell you don't drink no sodas. And I'm going to tell you drink plenty of water. Because you can't necessarily stop your addiction if you're addicted to it. Addicts have a hard time controlling their addictions. You can't tell an addict to stop and expect the addict to stop. The addict is an addict. They are addicted to something, that something has control over a certain part of them. And when they go through emotions, and they go through stress, and they go through problems, and they have memory, then they reach for what makes them feel comfortable.
That's it.
Right.
So you can't just make that stop. And you have to be careful about how you treat an addict. So I know what I'm addicted to. And some of the stuff I'm addicted to, I can distance myself from.
Yeah.
So that instead of doing, I might not stop at all, but I can stop at most. I might stop at all, but I can stop at much. I might not stop at all, but I can stop it more than I used to. More than I did yesterday. Now you might look at me today and say, he eat too much sweets. He date the wrong women. He spend money in an inappropriate manner. But do you know where I came from? See, you don't know where I came from. I might have been on 4 packs of cigarettes a day. Now I'm on 1. All right? When you drink the water, you're not stopping the bad thing. What you're doing is putting good in. And the more good you put in, that's right, you neutralize. And you flush it out. And the more good you put in, then you start doing less of the bad. And as you put more and more good in, more and more God in you, you begin to reflect what you're putting in, and you begin to deject and reject what ain't supposed to be in.
There you go.
Am I making some sense? So our spiritual life, our physical life, and our mental life should be connected.
Amen.
And the easiest connection that any of us can do with very little time, very little money, very little effort, is take 32 ounces of water, add it to the first part of our day, and begin our day in that way. And if we do that, then we can move on up to getting a gallon a day of water. Eliminate sodas altogether. Now, I ain't saying you can't never have no sugar in the drink. I'm saying, but eliminate sodas altogether. They attack the kidneys, the liver, and the lungs. The colon and the spleen ain't no good for you. They even attack your eyes. Get off the sodas. Be careful with the box cereal. There's more sugar than anything else. If you got a child that they said is on ADHD, I'll deal with this tomorrow, and then that child is still eating Pop-Tarts, still eating Tricks and Fruit Loops, then you got a stimulant that help manage their hyperactivity that somebody else labeled as hyperactive. And then they eating the sugar that's making them more active, and you trying to tell him to sit down. He won't sit down, so you give him the drug. He take the drug, and now the more drug he take, he addicted. So then when he ate on the drug, he got to take more drugs to stop from being active like you can't handle it. But you keep feeding him the sugar that's making him active in the first place.
Oh, wow. A vicious circle.
That's enough. Let's just start with our water.
That's
Start
what
with our
parents
water.
do,
The children
David.
see you drinking the water, then they can drink your water. Thank you for your time.